guys? Today I'm actually gonna bring you my winning deck. I recently just got 4th place with this deck I'm about to show you guys in my locals in OBT cool stuff in Orlando, Florida. What I played was I played Broly U6. I know it's old meta, but I decided to bring it back, see how it does with the new meta, and I did pretty well. I got 4th place. I only lost to one person. Let me show you what the leader does real quick. I'm sure everybody knows what the leader does. What this leader does is like the most popular leader right now. First of all, he's a Yellow Saiyan in Frieza's army. He's a Broly BR, so just take a note of that because there's some cards that you need a specific leader for and blah, blah, blah. When he attacks, you can draw a card. You can take a card from your life and then draw a card. So you're plussing 2. You're plussing every turn. Pretty much that's it. And then once you awaken, you can go ahead and untap 2. This is where this leader becomes pretty bonkers. When he attacks, this is a regular draw 1 card. His 2 activate mains, once per turn for each. You choose one of your opponent's battle card and switch to the rest mode. Comes in handy whenever you play a deck that has blockers and such. You go ahead and just, activate it and put a card in one of the blockers in rest mode. And then for the other one, this is what makes the leader really unique. Is the other activate main. You can choose 1 card from your life, add it to your hand, and choose up to 1 of your cards in rest mode and switch it to active mode. It's not just for battle cards. You can actually take a life and untap an energy. You can take a life and untap a battle card or pretty much anything that's on the field. So like I said, I'm playing the U6 variant with this leader. Let me show you what I was running in the deck. Some staples. 4 of Caulifla. You're gonna want to play 4. She's one of the main people in this whole deck. She's a 1 yellow. Once you play her, you can search top 5 cards from your deck and choose up to 1 blue or yellow Universe 6 card from the deck and add it to your hand. Everything in your deck is Universe 6, so pretty much you have targets for literally everything. And the cool thing about this is that she cannot be KO'd by my opponent's skills. So if they try to shock and death ball it or anything, they can't do that. They only can die off of minusing. We're gonna play 4 of the blue KOs. She's really nice to recycle your more important cards for later in the game and such. Pretty much the same thing with Caulifla. She can't be KO'd. And she pretty much, when you play the card, you choose up to 1 blue or yellow Universe 6 card in drop area with energy cost of 3 or more and add it to your hand. Comes really handy when you want to recycle your main stuff. And then we're going to play 4 of the evolve targets. What makes this deck, like, stupid is the fact that you can go ahead and just play her. You can play Caulifla off, just tapping 1, and then you can actually hard cast evolve this by just tapping 1 energy. She's a double strike 20. She evolves right over to 1 drop. At the end of your battle, when you combo with this card, you could choose up to 1 Caulifla in your battle area and play it on top. Once you play the card, you choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards or energy and switch it to rest mode, which is really good. I like playing her and, pretty much tapping your energy down so I can have more control over my more aggressive plays and such, So we're going to play 4 of those. That's a staple. Staple 2 for me is 4 of the Kales. She's a 20 crit. Same thing with her. Once you combo, at the end of that combo, you can go ahead and evolve it on the 1-drop blue Kale. And the difference between her and the Caulifla is that when you play this battle card, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode and negate that card's skill for the turn and return it to your owner's hand. So, I mean, what you can do is you can just go ahead and rest a card, evolve Caulifla on the 1-drop, rest, and then evolve the Kale from the 1-drop and go ahead and pop it back to your opponent's hand. Really good for, quote-unquote board removal or something like that, more control over the board. So we're just playing 4 and 4 of those. Those are staples. And the next card I'm going to show you guys is the heart and soul of this whole entire deck is Chomp Lovatos. Yes, this card is very annoying just because Once you bring him out, it's pretty much hard to get rid of these guys just because of its skill. I'm about to tell you guys in a second. Really quick, this is an arrival, so you're gonna need blue, yellow, and you're gonna tap 1 yellow to bring him out during your arrival step. It's an energy exhaust. Its permanent is reduce the cost of all blue and yellow Universe 6 cards in your hand by 1. So pretty much target and these 2 targets. Once you combo, you don't have to tap anything. You go ahead and just play them for free and go ahead and evolve over the 4 drops over the 1 drops for free too. And what makes these guys pretty nuts is that if this card is removed from the battle area by your opponent's skill, you can choose 1 card in your hand and place it in the drop area. Instead, if you do, this remains on a battle area, and I switch it to rest mode, and I can choose up to 1 of my opponent's energy and switch it to rest mode too. So, you know, like with Caulifla, you got control of energy and pretty much stuff on your opponent's side of the field. Yeah, this card is pretty bonkers just because it's really hard to get rid of. You know, I get to tap 1 of your energy in rest mode, and, you know, kind of just go from there. And then we are going to play 2 Chomp and the Tricksters. I might bump it up to 3 just because this card saves lives. Pretty much it's a counterplay, 2-drop counterplay on your opponent's turn. Once I play it, I go ahead and once you play it, it's a 2-drop. And you choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, and switch it to rest mode. Then draw 1, and it's a free 15k, not free, but a cool 15k body on board for an extra swing and such. This actually ignores deflect too in a way, of how like the ruling and stuff is. So you pretty much, if your opponent brings out like height or something like that, you could go ahead and just counter Champa. Play the card, draw 1, and then it goes into rest mode. And something new that I actually put in the deck is Hit. This card makes this deck way more, you know, consistent with arrivals and such. Pretty much he's a energy exhaust. He's a 4-drop, so you can go ahead and grab him from the grave with Kale. And also Chompavatos too. Don't forget that. You can grab Chompavatos from the grave too with Kale. When you play this card, the cool thing about this is sometimes I like to tap to hard cast him too, because when you play the card, you choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle card and place it in the bottoms on your deck. So like if it's something like, if you're going against like Baby or something like that, something really annoying on the board that doesn't have barrier, you can go ahead and just tap 4, bring him out, and that card's going to be going underneath your deck, you know, instead of their drop or something like that. It seems useful at times and such. But the cool thing about this guy is that if you have a blue or yellow energy in your energy, his combo cost actually becomes 0. So it's easier to arrival, and it's easier to bring out Chompavatos like off of nothing basically. So you basically just combo with him for free, tap 1 yellow, and boom, they're on board. You know, I might bump it up to 4, you know, because he's really good. Just so you know, everything here is searchable. From what I showed you guys, everything is searchable off of Caulifla. And we're gonna play some draft box stuff. We're gonna actually play 3 of these guys. Why am I playing these guys? Just because they pretty saved me a lot of times. They're rival blue and yellow, so like I said, with Hit, you can go ahead and play Hit for combo for free. Bring these bad boys out. The only thing that pretty much they're a blue yellow arrival. And then the cool thing about these guys is that they're pretty much a Bloodless in a way. When you play the card, you draw 1 card, then choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and negates its skill for duration of the turn. Guys, I had cases to where they would go triple strike, 55k. That's fine. Go ahead and arrival him. Target the card. It has to be without barrier though. If it has barrier, then you know it sucks. But if it doesn't have barrier, go ahead and just arrival, negate their skills, draw 1, and then take away, like, you know, if it was triple strike, if it's like triple strike, if it has like double strike, boom. You play these guys, negate their skills, and take 1 life. Really saved me a bunch of times. And then staple for energy exhaust for the Fickle Gods. You're gonna want to play Fickle God in your energy turn 1, so you can go ahead and play hit. Because you need multicolored in your energy, blue, yellow, in order to have the combo cost for him to 0. Yeah, just pretty much a energy staple for, your energy fodder and stuff. And now we're gonna go to super combos. I chose 4 Botamo. Awesome thing about this deck that he is searchable. Like I said, I like super combos with the 0-10 just because of early early pressure, I guess early morning pressure, whatever you guys want to call it. 1 year 4 or less, you go ahead and draw a card. It's for protection and stuff if you don't want to, you don't want your opponent, rushing down your life and such and like that. And plus, like I said, it is searchable. And then for the 1, we're gonna play 1 Code Bloodless. You already know Code Bloodless does negates everything off a card. Sucks that it's at 1. Kind of glad it's at 1. Has mixed feelings about it, but 1 Cold Bloodless. And the next, another staple, since we are playing blue, Senzu Bean. Senzu Bean, another staple. I like to untap, give Caulifla an extra 5k if I'm trying to extend on my turn, or you can use this as a defense. If someone's swinging at you a lot, go ahead and just Senzu. Your leader will be at pretty much. Your leader will be okay whenever they try to get you on swinging. And last minute stuff that I actually put in 3 Planet Vegetas. So the reason why I'm playing 3 Planet Vegetas is because it searches any Saiyan that's cost of 4 or less, and pretty much you have some pretty important targets that you can search off of Planet Vegeta. You have those 2, and then you also have the 1-drops too. So pretty much these are all 4-0s in your deck, and Planet Vegeta searches all of these pretty much for free. You don't have to look up top 5 or anything. You can just literally go in your deck and search these, search these guys out. I had some cases to where I did have Kale on board, and then I had, her in hand. I had Caulifla on the board, but I didn't have the 4-drop Caulifla. I'll go ahead and just Planet Vegeta, search her out, swing, combo to Caulifla. So I have all my, all the important stuff in my hand. Even if it is a dead card in your hand, I always use it no matter what, just because I can use the more pressure, the better the chances of you are winning. Just because I can get the 1-drop, Caulifla, play her tap 1, search top 5. If I'm lucky enough, boom, I have another double strike on board no matter what. Or if I need another Kale or stuff like that. Yeah, it really comes in clutch. I think that card's gonna stay there just because it's really helpful on situations to where you want to go for game and such. And also the cool thing is that Planet Vegeta also searches these guys out. These guys are a 4-drop and they are Saiyan too. So just in case if I want these guys on board, or if I want the Kale and Cauliflas, I can go ahead and Planet Vegeta and search off of that. And then we're gonna go to negates. 4th line Nimbus. You guys already should know what this does. I think this is one of the best negates in the game. Shuts down your opponent's turn unless they have cooler. Pretty much, pretty much counterattack when you play the card. When you negate the attack, choose 1 yellow card in your hand and drop area. If you do so, they only can tackle 1 more card for the duration of the turn. This card is really bonkers. Shuts down their play, so you can go ahead and beat them earlier. Time Magic, 2 of them. I using the sparking. I like, for the extra, protection and stuff, just in case. 2 of them is perfectly fine. And last but not least, our 1 overall card is Fu. I picked this one just because it's a lot more It's a lot more reliable than the other fools like the triple attack one and such like that. This is a one drop overrun 5. You'll get to 5 in your drop in no time. You know, pretty much it's a board removal. You can remove something annoying off your opponent's field. Play him. 20 double strike. You can restand with the leader. You can swing again. You can, you know, it's a lot more pressure. I've had some cases where I had like 3 Cauliflas, 1 Kale, had him on board. I had my leader that I didn't activate the untap yet, so you know, it's a lot of pressure. Other than that, that is the deck profile for this leader. I got like I said, I got 4th place. I really enjoy this deck. Nobody's really playing it right now. So it's even more fun because, you know, everybody's playing Hachak or Baby, Bulma, Beerus, and stuff like that. When the Surge Leader comes out, I'm actually going to play the Surge Leader other than Broly, just because there are more plays that I can do, more pressure that I can put on the field and stuff like that. So just be on the lookout for that, guys. That should be coming out next week. So just look out on the channel for the video. Other than that, we do have PPG next week, so we'll let you guys know how we do and such. But other than that, you guys, I'm out.